Here we are at the fourth and last day of the 17th Silver Hills Trophy, the South India Inter-School Basketball Tournament. It's been a very exciting 4 days with lots of thrilling moments and a few heartbreaks here and there, which is to be expected. Today, we are at the very final moments. The champions of the competition have not been announced yet. In the meantime, we have with us in the studio a very special guest. It's none other than Captain GLV Prasad. Allow me to introduce the captain to you. He served in the Indian Army for close to 30 years and he trained in the Indian national team in basketball and he trained them for overseas events such as the Commonwealth Games, the Asian Games, and the Asiatica. So we here at Silver Hills High Secondary School are very fortunate, very privileged indeed to have Captain Prasad as a special invitee on the last day of the 17th Silver Hills Trophy. A very good morning to you, sir, and welcome to Calicut.
Good morning.
Captain, in the last 20 years or so that you have been coaching students of basketball, what do you think should be done in order to encourage the sport at the grassroots level? Do you have any pointers for us?
Yeah, it's a very good question, which is a very common aspect to answer for most of the parents and also the players. As we know that this is a tradition going on, like so much academically pressure from the schools and also from the parents to gain maybe engineering degree or maybe MBBS or maybe some only a few courses which are particularly targeted. And for that, they need to be sitting down and studying so much. So, how much time they can dedicate for the sports and how they are going to get better out of that 1.5 hour playing sport, and which is going to facilitate them to take the load of that academical pressures. So, as of my knowledge and my awareness, the game activity which is happening, maybe if you see any adult also doing in the morning 1 hour physical activity, which makes them keep active for the whole day, and their attention levels and their grasping levels and their working efficiency will be much higher than the sedentary people who are going to the work or maybe for the sport or maybe for the academics. So, in that example, if a kid is going for a sport for 1 hour, his focus level, his concentration level, his stamina to take the load more in academics will be much better than the normal kid. So, that is where going for the sport is very helpful to take on the physical loads and the mental loads, and the main aspect of stress busters, which playing sport is not going to create stress, it is going to relieve the stress. Whatever stress is there in our kids' minds or on the bodies due to academical pressure or maybe a hectic load of maintaining all the day-to-day activities, which is going to be relieved when he or she is going to engage for the sport for maybe 1 hour or 1.5 hour. So that is going to relieve their stress. They will forget every other aspect than just playing the sport for that particular 1 hour, 1.5 hour. That's why it is very important for a kid to go to any sport, whatever may be. Particularly initial age, we say they should be exploring at least 3 to 4 sports to develop themselves. Overall development will happen when they play 3 to 4 sports. Then once they cross 13, 14 years, at the age of 13 years, they can decide, they can feel that yes, which game I am liking more or which game I am going to be playing more, or I can be better playing that sport. They can decide and then they can stick to that particular sport. So this is a very important aspect, initial exposure to the sports culture and sending them into that environment, which also make them fearless. The confidence level will be different than the non-sportsmen, and also they will be not shy to take on the challenges, because while learning sport they will be facing so much failures. So how they are handling that failure and still continuing the sport is going to help them to sustain the challenges the life is going to throw on them. So they will not give up. They will not show bad body language, or maybe they don't throw tantrums on parents or teachers or on the academics also. So this is going to, in fact, help them to stay stronger and stay up to the level, so that they continuously take on the difficulties life and academics throwing on them.
Captain Prasad, you know that we are a sport loving nation. We are very crazy about cricket, partly because of our colonial hang up, and also because we are very fond of football, especially here in Kerala and in the Malabar region. But I think you will agree with me when I say that basketball, for reasons best known to other people, does not have the same kind of popularity or reach or penetration or indeed media coverage. Why do you think this is so?
Yeah, very typical question and very important question to answer. As a basketballer, we struggle a lot to get recognition, to get fame and name. As we compare, if compared to the cricket, particularly, that is in a different level, like how NBA players get their recognition and name and fame in USA. So it is on par with the cricket game in everybody's blood. It becomes like that kind of craze. Not only the younger generation, the older people, adults, everybody, because any channel you put, cricket is coming live. So any small Ranji game, or maybe international game, or maybe IPL. So how they reached this stage? How were they at the time of 1983 World Cup? And then later how they created this craze, the involved media, the planning behind it. We can take that as an example and raise this sports like basketball, football, or maybe team games, which are actually parents also hesitant to send their kids, as they see not much opportunities after schooling. So we have to have a clear path. What is after schooling? What is their kids are going to get if they are sending the kids to the particular sport, maybe basketball, volleyball, or maybe football, or any sport? So we should be having a route path, like how from one step to other step there is a clear route path is there. Then parents also will be very upbeat to send the children. And also any player who is playing basketball, they also are not continuing with the sport after the school or college, since we don't have any professional league. Also we don't get that kind of exposure to the international competitions. And also that is going to impact on the financial effects also. It's not just only passion or interest to play sport. That is the initial two factors. But the later factors are how they are going to get financial benefits, how they are going to get the name, fame of the other sport, which like cricket is getting. So it is very difficult to any basketball coach also to tell the parents that yes, you send your kids, we will make him play, make her play nationals, we'll put them into the next level training, and we'll make them play for India. Even coaches, as we coaches, we don't know what is after that. We don't have clear cut answer for that question. So now federation also very seriously thinking about it, Basketball Federation of India, and they are going to set up a professional league in the coming year with association of ACG, and that is a most important turnaround for basketball, particularly as we can see Kabaddi having a pro league. So people are watching it. So if we, once we set up a good pro league, then people will get to know, yes, they are getting very good opportunities to play against foreign players. Also, players are going to get good financial benefits. And main thing is watching the games. Parents, the players who are playing, they will also see themselves in the TV. They also will feel more motivated. Yes, we are being recognized. So that is a very important angle of raising the level of the game, and also government should be promoting it more, other sports as well, not only the medal winning sports, but also as hockey also, we are the very good contender for Olympic medal. So very consistently hockey India have whole year camps like that. The other sports also will be having whole year camps. Now basketball also we started from last couple of years, whole year camps. It's not like 1 month camp and then they're going back to their own places. So that consistently working hard and getting that exposure, next level exposure, will help the game to raise the notch, and also create that platform for the younger generation to take the sport.
I've just been giving a quick look over at your very exciting biodata, and it came to my attention that you've taken our team, the Indian national team, to overseas venues such as for the Commonwealth Games and for Asian Cup and the Asiatic Cup. Um the most exciting bit of information that I could gather from that was that you actually took our team to China for the Asiatic Cup and you defeated China in China. What is your take on that? Because it's not every day that India, who competes with China on most things, including tariff, that we get to defeat China on home ground. That surely must have been a very exciting moment for you. What do you say to that?
Yeah, it was one of the rarest moment for every Indian basketballer, and I'm very happy and privileged to be part of that team, which made history, beating China in Asia Cup 2014, which is held at Wuhan. And that tournament itself was a great performance from the Indian team as a whole. After Scott Fleming took over as a head coach from 2013, the team was struggling initially to guard like Middle East teams and play against Iran, China. But after 1.5 year rigorous training and tournaments and a lot of systemic adjustments and knowing each other better and playing the system better, we able to not only beat China in China, but also we were played against Philippines, Iran very well in that tournament, and it was a big moral booster for the Indian basketball as a whole, and that was a history creating moment, not only for the players, for all the coaches also, and whole Indian basketball was very elated to see Indian team taking on China like that, and Philippines, Iran. We were lost by 4 points against Philippines in the same tournament. In fact, uh, we should have continued Scott Fleming after that. Would have been a that process was completed, but after 2014, he left the head coach post, and then I handled for 1 year as a head coach for 2015. But those moments, which actually I felt like recently I have taken part in Asia Cup, which is held at Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. We almost were there to beat Jordan after so many years, even though they are highly ranked than us. We lost by very close margin, extra time. We were up by 4 points in the last couple of minutes, but we couldn't win from there. So it is a very unfortunate. But qualifying for the Asia Cup itself was a great challenge for the Indian basketball, as we beat Bahrain, Iraq, Kazakhstan to qualify for the top 16 of the Asia Cup. And we are looking forward to have a good competition and take the serious next step towards beating the top teams in Asia, and continue evolving and getting better tournament by tournament by playing more matches and exposure. So I'm looking forward, and I'm very happy and to see the progress and the work the boys are doing, and as a whole, we coaches and the team trying to figure out and give them the maximum exposure, and also federation is supporting us. And yes, down the line we will be having a professional league which is going to even more make the Indian team better and better.
Captain Prasad, you know that every championship is full of exciting ups and downs, right from the beginning matches to the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the finals. It is a roller coaster ride of energy and excitement. What is the message you have for our players as they go through that roller coaster up to the final moment?
So it is, life is like a learning process. Like the opportunities which I got during my career as a basketballer, it is all, I can say it's a coincidence that I came to the basketball after joining the army at the age of 20 years. So it is not actually a good example for the younger generation to start the sport that late. To those generation, our generation, okay, that was we somehow we have worked hard, and after that late start, and getting to the high level, getting to the top level, playing representing India, or maybe coaching Indian team. But it is not a right example. We should be catching them young, make them start learning the game from like maybe 7 8 years. Like abroad, they are that kind of mastery of the skills at the age of 9 10. They can execute the system also without seeing the floor, without seeing down. They can dribble, and they can create open shots for others also. They'll have good decision making. They'll have a very good IQs to run the offensive system, defensive system at the age of 9 10. In fact, we are struggling in that aspect because we start very late. So catch them young and catch them early, so that, and also put them into right system, how they are into the right environment. That is also going to have a big impact on their development. So in my case, I was a very curious learner. Wherever, whatever I get, I take it seriously, and I devote myself and dedicate myself to understand and learn and figure out and fine tune. This is what is all about. How you figure out and fine tune yourself, and live up to the standards, or maybe upgrade yourself to the next level. So you have to keep pushing, keep thinking about areas to work on. Also, you should be happy what you are achieving, not just greedy about what you are going to get, or maybe what you don't have. So I'm very happy for whatever I have got the opportunities. There are so many people who doesn't get that opportunities which I got. I'm thankful and have that gratitude all the times, and giving back, trying to give back, not giving back anything, just sharing my knowledge, my experience to the younger generation, which we can do. And we should be not thinking negatively of not what we don't have. we should be always thinking positive and motivating and showing good things to the younger generation. It's always how you set the standards, how you show your composure and your attitude and the way you behave, the way you coach is going to impact on the younger generation. So impacting the lives is always more satisfaction than earning money or the other aspects. So I'm very happy and thankful to the people who supported me in my tough times, uh, initial phase or maybe during my initial coaching phase. So it's all I'm still learning. It's a lifelong learner I will be, and I'm looking forward to have some more knowledge sharing and involving myself into upcoming pro league if I get the opportunity. And basketball should be evolving day by day, and also players should get the limelight, the money, name, fame, even coaches also. We are working hard, and if any parent coming and appreciating, that makes us more energetic and more enthusiastic to work even harder.
His presence here is a great inspiration and encouragement, as are his words today. And I'm sure that he will have a lot to go back and tell his folks back home about the spectacular event that is the 17th Silver Hills Basketball Trophy.
Yeah, I'm very happy and excited to see the finals of the Silver Hills South India School Tournament. And I keep watching the tournament from last 3 days. And today, in fact, today morning I came and I saw the under 13 boys championship finals, and the way these younger players are handling and their decision making and their IQs. I said, man, in men level also, many players are struggling to do what these 12-year, 11-year, these small kids are doing. And particularly one player from Silver Hills High School, just number 10. My God, his IQs and his decision making and his handling and his knowing the situations and oh my God, it's a great atmosphere, and I'm very happy for all the kids who are getting opportunity to take part in this great tournament, which is organized by Silver Hills School. It's a big teamwork. Father, with his whole dedicated team, working tirelessly to conduct this high standard tournament, which is very important for the younger generation to get this kind of competition to go to next level, and the exposure which kids are getting, and also the confidence that they get from this tournament is going to be a great stepping stone for their next level performances. And I hope and wish everybody great success. And I want this Silver Hills High School conducting this same kind of tournament for on and on for so many upcoming years. And my best wishes for everybody.
Thank you, Captain Prasad, for being very kind to accept our invitation and spend some time here with us at the match indoor stadium and in the studio. It's very much appreciated. I'm sure you'll have a lot to say when you go back to your home state of Karnataka. And I'm hoping that you will be coming back to visit us here in Calicut very, very soon. Thank you once again.